Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine. It's the Cardinals going up against the Colts. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. So in the early going, this will be the first drive of the game for this offense. Throwing now, Palmer on first down. It's complete to Jerron Brown. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And Carson Palmer's going to turn 38 in December. Actually contemplated not coming back in 2017. I wonder how disappointing he was in the 2016 season.
Well, do you think that that's a reason that he's back?
I think that maybe he feels like there's one more good run in this Arizona Cardinals team, and he wants to be the QB for it.
And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Second and 10. It's Palmer again. Throwing left side, it's complete. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 8-yard line. A gain of 39 that time.
Strength throwing the football downfield has never been an issue for this big guy. I still remember the first time I met him. He was playing for USC, and when I got introduced to him, I thought I was meeting their starting tight end, not their starting quarterback.
Such a presence, Carson Palmer. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Jermaine Gresham, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in,
The football belongs to the Arizona Cardinals for the initial drive of our contest. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The numbers a week ago for Johnson. 14 carries, 70 yards.
As a good start to the season, they got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started, and they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And Palmer gives to Johnson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now Palmer on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And he can't hang on. That would have been a big interception down here in field goal range. But instead, now they'll get a shot at 3. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. And that field goal caps an 11. Second quarter, this defense looking for a big 3rd down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd should.
Second quarter, this defense looking for a big 3rd down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. 3rd and 2, now Palmer. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
He has just not had his focus in this game.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the side.
First half of action nearly complete. Time maybe for one final drive before the break as we get back down to the field. A reminder coming up tonight, Green Bay visits Atlanta. All sorts of... And he'll be brought down by the Colts. John Spence coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 14. Palmer will throw. Staying up. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down.
Personal foul. First down. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now Palmer. And this is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Throwing is Palmer. And his throw here is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Palmer to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Now a man who made his NFL debut late last year, Matt Wild, to punt it away. T.Y. Hilton deep for the Colts. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts coming out now. Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the 2nd quarter. To the air again, Luck. And he's got some space here. Now a hit, and Luck lost the football. It's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, bounced right back on it. A big play coming up for this defensive unit. They're down, but just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this 3rd down stop in the 3rd quarter? Now Palmer to throw. And an alley to run. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things.
Carson Palmer's got the Cardinal offense on the move. They are in the red zone as we get you back down to the action. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. And I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. On 3rd down, Palmer. Just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. On 1st down, it's Palmer. And Gresham's got it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. And now a 1st down following that long gain. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 6, and that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. There you go, play action with Palmer. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Now it's the backup Gabbert. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts getting ready. This defense now trying desperately to hold on to this 4th quarter lead, but to do it, they've got to keep this offense out of the end zone. On 1st and goal, Gore. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Frank Gore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts can now take the lead. Keeping this offense out of the end zone has to be considered a must here, as this defense can ill afford to go 2 scores down here in the 2nd half. On 1st down, it's Gore. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Pick up the first with Gore. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Throwing now, Luck. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll try and push it in with Gore. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts him up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a 1-possession game. Go for 2.
So this offense now in a spot where they have to hit the end zone. A field goal does them no good at this deficit. They have 2 timeouts remaining. Back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. And they can't connect. Incomplete. That stops the clock with 3 seconds left, so probably one final play here in the 2nd quarter, barring a penalty. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back.